Neeves Knives, I'm Jared and we're about to check out a few knives, but first I want to show this off. It's a present that I got from Seth over from We Knives. He sent me a little Christmas package and I can't thank him enough, man. This is so awesome and I am so impressed with the quality. I've never had anything from this company and I'm not affiliated in any way, but I want to show you guys it because I know a lot of people like to get or want to get some of these EDC organizers, but either the USA made ones, because I have a USA made one. These can be very expensive. You have to custom make them. They take a long time to get. These, I can't speak to how long they take to get to you or anything, but they're really, really good quality. You can find them right here, www.1791edc.com, and they have a whole bunch of different kinds, but like even this leather is even thicker than my USA made one by a lot. Like this is very good quality, very thick leather. The stitching is extremely well done. And, you know, obviously the USA one, you know, these ones are extremely expensive compared to something like this. So, you know, it's almost like, you know, you can't go wrong with it because before these, you know, I tried some of the cheaper ones like Real Man Leather, which don't get me wrong, this is very, very cheap, but it's not much more affordable than these, yet this is probably 10 times the quality of this. So, and then this is like just a little pocket organizer. Here, I brought a couple little things out so we kind of load it up really quick, you know, so you can put your, you know, maybe a flashlight, a pen. I don't have a short pen. I need to get one more that's a shorter one, but you can put, you know, a little tiny pen right there. That's a tactile turn right there. And then this, I will go over it in a second. Then right here, you can put the knife. Where's the knife I opened up with? What am I doing? All right, right here. And you can have yourself your knife. So if the pen was short, this would be really good. And I can just drop it right in my pocket. This is a little pineapple light from Ray Light. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll try to link everything I can down in the description. I don't think I can link these though, so that's why I wanted to tell you about the site. But very cool, very thick, well done, well stitched leather. And you know, you can obviously get it in different colors. You can see that this is the belt attachment right here. Nice strong snaps. Or, you know, you can, it looks like you can just put it through the belt and maybe use one of these. And they do have different configurations, you know, if this one isn't set up for you. This front part right here, you know, you can either just wedge something. It's very tight, as you can see, for like a little pry bar or, you know, a pen or whatever, you know, you want to put there. You can put a multi-tool right here. And, you know, maybe a flashlight or something right there. But, you know, it makes it to where you can take your EDC, take it out of your pockets and put it on your belt and make it a lot more comfortable to carry. Now, the knife we were checking out is a gift from We Knives. They sent me a We ELEMENTUM, which is so awesome. This is the one I did not have in the collection. So thank you to them for sending me this. You guys already know I love the ELEMENTUM a lot. Now, this is the premium version because it's full titanium frame lock. Oh, yeah. Also, I forgot to say this. I should have said this. They also sent me a milled clip. So this is the same milled clip that I put on my CIVIVI ELEMENTUM. And I bought these titanium FRAG scales. I'll link them down in the description. You can get these scales. So if you already have a CIVIVI ELEMENTUM, you can get titanium scales for it in FRAG. And then if you want, you can also buy one of their clips like this and put it on there as well and make it a premium version. Now, this clip should fit right on here too if I want it to. So I'll have the blacked out clip with the black blade. This clip looks pretty good. I'm not sure which one I'll do yet, but maybe I'll check it out and see how it looks. But yeah, this is an awesome knife. You gotta love the ELEMENTUM. I'm gonna keep screaming about it until they actually make it. I want to see one like this, either a liner or the frame, don't care which one, in a full size one. A liner lock, full size ELEMENTUM would be so badass. And it could be a liner lock, frame lock, or even the button lock, as long as the button lock was the detent button lock, you know, where it's just a regular button lock. But I honestly would love to see a liner or a frame lock version of the full-size ELEMENTUM, just like the button lock ELEMENTUM, but a liner lock or frame lock version. Damn it, that would be so cool. Next is the new mini STOUT. Check that out. Devo Knives Mini Stout. This thing is so awesome. It's OEM by QSP, and I gotta say, it almost feels like that this is how it should have came. Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love my full-size Devo Stout. You know, and I love this size of a knife. I think this is such a versatile knife. I've spoken about it in multiple videos, but the blade shape, the grind, the ergos, very neutral ergos, so it doesn't matter if I'm cutting straps, if I'm doing utility cuts, if I'm slicing or doing push cuts, plus the action is really good, the fit, the finish, everything about this I absolutely love. This, though, it's a shrunken down version, and I gotta say, the hole in the fidget factor is 10. It's a 10. It's so fidgety and so much fun to flick, but opening it up, ergonomically, this thing is hand melting. It doesn't matter if I'm, again, cutting straps, doing pinch grips, doing forward cuts. This is a fantastic size, and I would love to see this in a premium version, first of all, but just like this, though, even just the budget version, these, I'm not sure exactly when they're going to be coming out, but it's going to be a while. I'm just giving you guys a little sneak peek of it. So be on a lookout for one of these in the future. But yeah, 14C 28N hollow ground blade. I love this little beak on the front of it. It looks so good. You have... This one's the blue micarta, but there's going to be different ones. Steel liner lock, deep carry wire clip that is reversible, T8 hardware all the way around. And like I said, QSP is the OEM. And you guys already know QSP does a hell of a job. Now, the one complaint I have is the sharp control and plunge grind. I'm not sure if they'll address that on the production versions or not. You know, I'd prefer a separation right there, or just take the plunge right here and back it up so that it's separated from, kind of like this, separated from the edge. You know, it gives you a little bit of life to sharpen off before you make a smile. Right here, it already has a smile, so it's already starting. But aside from that, the liner lock is so easy to access. It's such a good size. Like, it's a size of a knife that, one, it's small, so it's small, compact, easy to carry, but it's that size that still appropriate for most things. Like, I could use this as a primary knife with no problem because I have full ergos on it and it's so comfortable. I have no problem bearing down or pulling forward. And yeah, very, very awesome. So shout out to Devo Knives. Next, now this one I'm just doing a quick sneak peek. I've had it for a little bit. So this is one of the Terrain 365 Otters, and it's in Terravantium. Now, I have not tested Terravantium yet, but I will be doing that soon. So watch for a video on Terravantium. That is going to be coming soon. But it's an awesome little flipper. One, I love the flipping action. The profile of it is exactly my style. Beautiful spear point. Love that swedge at the tip. The ergos are very neutral. So, you know, again, like I was saying before with the other ones, you can use the knife in any direction comfortably. And it's a small knife. Now, I got a little bit of lock stick. I've tried putting a little bit of marker on it, and it's gone away a little bit, but it is something that keeps kind of coming back. It kind of comes and goes. It hasn't been that big of a deal. When it gets bad, all I do is I take the blade, I pull back on it while I disengage, and then it's very smooth. So that'll probably break in. Titanium milled pocket clip, titanium liners, and then the Terravantium metal, or Terravantium, which is, if you guys don't know about Terravantium, it's not a steel, so there's no iron in it. It's a corrosion-proof metal that supposedly holds a really good toothy edge for a very long time. That's, you know, we're gonna find that out whether or not that's true or not. But it's non-magnetic, corrosion-proof, so it's something that you can take into the field or use for things that might corrode and rust your knife. You won't have to worry about that with this. So that's very awesome. The titanium clip works great. I love the style, like I said. The only little issue I have is this, you know, the little bit of lock stick. Yeah, I like it quite a bit. Oh yeah, titanium back spacer, and you have the lanyard pin back there. and this one is the G10 one, but there is different versions though. I think there's titanium, then there's different colors. There's even a slip joint version of this. So if you really like this, there's a slip joint version of it. I'll link everything I can down in the description. I don't think these are available right at the moment, but the slip joint ones might be. I'm not sure, but either way, you know, they'll come back into stock. I'm sure of it. Next, now I'm not talking about this knife. I'm gonna just go through it really quick. The Jack Wolf knives. I know these things. I think they're all sold out. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure. At least the links that I use, those are all sold out. So if you were wanting to get one of these and you just couldn't get one in time, I will say they're, you know, yes, it's not a Jack Wolf knife, but you got the JE made knives. The JE made knives. I'm not sure. I forget the name of it. I'll link it down in the description. But it's a fantastic choice if you were wanting something like this, you know, and it's more affordable. More affordable. And it still has the premium materials. M390 steel, titanium, carbon fiber, and this one comes with a milled titanium clip. So that is amazing. Great ergos, very neutral. It kind of does a little bit of where it goes thinner to wider, but it's mega, mega comfortable. And it's pretty easy to pull out. There's not a ton of blades sticking out, but you do have plenty to grip onto to pull it out. The snap and walk and talk is really good. So yeah, very awesome. So that's one you can get. Now next, you could get the TWOSUN TS, I can't remember, 999 or I can't remember, but I'll link it down in the description. This has the best walk and talk I've ever had on a slip joint, and you can get these for under $100. M390, titanium, and bone. And yes, it has a little lizard carving in it, but let's listen to the walk and talk. So yeah, the walk and talk's amazing on this. Very easy to push forward and get closed one-handed. Nice grippy fuller on both sides of the blade, so you can easily grip it and pull it out. The pull is really nice, so it's not too strong, not too light, but the blade is thick. Thick blade, beautiful big belly spear point, but it's such a useful blade because one, the ergos are very neutral, right? Very neutral. Beautiful sharpening tool and plunge grind. The edge does get down nice and thin, but the blade stock is thick. So you're going to get the best of both worlds where if you wanted to be a little bit tough on it, maybe drill a hole or something, maybe a tiny, tiny bit of light duty prying, you could probably get away with it. And then you also have a nice thin edge for slicing. So very cool. Like I said, these things are under $100. Phenomenal price. These ones are a little bit more expensive, like 123, 150, something like that. I forget, maybe. I might be wrong about that. I forget the exact price, but I'll try to link them down in the description. But anyways, that's a great choice for you if you're looking for something that's available. There's also the Tactile Bear, which is a USA-made slip joint in Magna Cut. You can get it with a slip and a pen combination if you want. I do have one of those. The slips for this work really good, or you could just get the knife. But all titanium. And again, you know, it's a slip joint. Not the best walk and talk on this one. It's very thin. That's the thing. Because that's the thing with this. This is super, super slicey. Mega slicey. Love the micro milling. But beautiful clip point. And yeah, I think this is an awesome choice as well. You know, if you're wanting to get something like that. But you couldn't get one of the Jack Wolves. This next one I'm only bringing up because right now I can link this for $37. This is the KUBEY KU322, and it does come in, I think it comes in different colors, but the black one is the one I see for $37. It has flipping action, D2 steel, reverse flicking action, and thumb flicking action, and the action is really good on it. The ergos are beefy. It's an incredible budget knife. This came out, I think, this year, and it was one of the most impressive budget knives that came out in 2022. The fit, the finish, the ergos, even the geometry. You know, it's not really thin. It is a little bit on the more robust side, but it's not super thick, and it does slice really good, especially with these ergos. Deep carry clip that is reversible, and it does have flat screws. Good access to the lock bar, and it's a great full-size knife. So as a work knife, as a tool, as something, you know, to work on a farm with, do construction with, or some type of labor, or even if you know, are working in a factory or something, this is a fantastic budget knife. So I'm going to link it down in the description, because 37 bucks, and normally I think it was like $52. So that's a pretty damn good deal for this knife. This is the CIVIVI P87 in Nitro V steel with this sheep's foot blade. This comes in multiple different versions, including micarta. This one just happens to be the purple G10 version. Deep carry clip that is reversible, T8 hardware all the way around, and it's a steel liner lock. Now, it's a small knife, but it's a super snappy knife. The detent is really nice on it. You can snap it out with the thumb studs as well. The thumb studs are a little bit tight to the scales, but it's because it's a small knife. But the action is really good. It is very, very smooth on ceramic caged bearings. And the ergos, you know, it's a small knife, so it's not going to have the best ergos. But the pinch grip with this is really good. So, and that's basically how you'll be using this, is opening things up, you know, just a little pinch grip. And in that case, it works great. But no, it's not going to be the most ergonomic slicer. The flipper tab kind of pushes you down. You got to kind of put your finger over the top of it. Like I said, pinch grips is where it's going to shine. But that's where it's cool at. And in smaller hands than mine, this would probably work really good. Like, Kara likes it a lot. Our both biggest issue with it is the liner lock access. Even Kara, she doesn't like it either. That's her biggest complaint. But yeah, the access to the liner is a little tight, and when you disengage it, you kind of fumble on the detent sometimes. The detent's a little bit late, so you got to kind of push past it before you know, because otherwise you'll fumble on it. But most people wind up just going like this and pushing forward anyways, which in that case, not a big deal. But, you know, if you want to be able to drop it and then let it drop. But it's a small knife, so, but other than that, it is a really cool knife. KCK Designs, I'm not sure who that is, but I will say the Nitro V steel, CIVIVI does a really good job with it. I've been very impressed with their Nitro V steel. Very happy with it. That and their 14C, in my opinion, is their best mid-grade steel that they use. And yeah, very, very happy with how their steel from their Nitro V has been. The way it sharpens up, great stainless, so the corrosion resistance is great, great toughness. It holds an edge really good. It's easy to strap back. It does really good with a fine edge too. So if you like low angle fine edges, Nitro V does a really good job. But yeah, anyways, just a quick look at the P87 once again and the rest of the knives from the list. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.